There are two error control mechanisms: error correction and error detection. So the data link layer uses these two error control mechanisms to ensure that frames are transmitted within certain level of accuracy. Following types of errors may occur. What types of errors may occur? Let us see different types of errors. Data link layer. Here, three types of errors: single bit error, multiple bits error, and third one, burst error. There are three types of errors: single bit error, multiple bits error, and third one, burst error. So single bit error means, so here error occur only one single bit error. There is only one bit that is corrupted. Next, multiple bits error. Second error. So error may occur in multiple bits, that is more than one bit. That means the frame is received with more than one bit is corrupted. Okay, burst error. So here the frame contains more than one consecutive bit corrupted. Here consecutive bits. Okay, here more than one consecutive bits are corrupted. So here three consecutive bits are corrupted. That is 0 is received as 1, 1 is received as 0, again 1 is received as 0. Corrupted, multiple bits error, more than one bits are corrupted. And third one, burst error, that is more than one consecutive bits are corrupted. How error is controlled? Error correction and error detection. So in this class, we discuss error correction techniques. So error correction technique is Hamming code. Okay, that is discussed in the next class. Now we discuss error detection techniques. Okay, how you detect the error. So different error detection techniques are simple parity check, two-dimensional parity check, checksum, and CRC. That is most important topic, that is cyclic redundancy check. So these four are the different error detection. Third-dimensional parity check, third one checksum, first one cyclic redundancy check. These are the four different error detection techniques in the data link layer. How to detect the error. So let us discuss each error detection technique in this class. And in next class, we discuss error correction techniques. First error detection technique is here simple parity check. So first error detection technique is here simple parity check. So here subject to you check a bit or parity bit generator form where a parity of 1 is added to the block if it contains odd number of ones. So here parity bit 1 is 0 is added to the block if it contains even number of ones. That means if the data contains odd number of ones, 1 is added to the block. Second point, so this scheme makes the total number of ones even. That is why it is called even parity checking. So in the simple parity check, 1 is added to the data if it contains odd number of ones. Okay, second point, 0 is added to the data if it contains even number of ones. See, the sender sends the data 10001. So the number of ones are 1, 2, 3. So the number of ones in the data are 3. So here 3 is odd. So here 3 is added to the data. So 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 is added to the block. 3 is added to the data. 1 the data contains odd number of ones. So we add 1. Okay, that is parity bit is receiver to the transmission media. So the receiver along with the parity bit 1. Okay, and again receiver decodes the parity bit. Okay, if it is even, that means here. So the number of ones in the received data are 1, 2, accept the data. Okay, otherwise reject the data. Okay, if it contains odd number of ones, that is parity bit. Okay, sender computes the parity bit. So that parity bit means here parity bit 1 is added to data if it contains odd. So that is about simple parity check. So sender sends the data and compute parity bit. Here compute parity bit means, so parity bit is 1 when there are odd number of ones in the data. Okay, and parity bit is 0 when there are even number of ones in the data. Next, second error detection technique, that is two-dimensional parity check. Second error detection technique is here two-dimensional parity check. So here parity check bits are calculated for each row, which is equivalent to simple parity check bit. Okay, here parity check bits are calculated for each row, which is equivalent to simple parity check bit. Okay, and these parity check bits are also calculated for columns. So here two-dimensional parity check means the parity check bits are calculated for each row and each column. Okay, then both are sent along with the data. So at the receiving end, these are compared with parity bits calculated on received data. So here two-dimensional parity check means here the parity check bits are calculated for each row and each column. See here, this is the original data. 100111101, that is here first row. Okay, next second row, second frame, 1110010. Next third row, 00100100, that is third frame. Next 4 zeros 100, that is a fourth frame. Okay, so first row first frame, second row second frame, third row third frame, fourth row fourth frame. Okay, now we calculate parity bit for each row and each column. Now we calculate parity bit for each row and each column. See here, first row, the number of ones are here 4. So 4 means even. So even means 0 parity. Next, second row, 4 ones. So 4 ones, 4 means even, 0 parity. Next, third row, 1, 2. 2 ones. 2 ones means even. 2 means even. So here 0 parity. Next, fourth row, 2 ones. Again even. So 0 parity. Okay. Next, we calculate parity bit for column. So first column 3 ones. So 3 means odd. So parity bit is 1. Next, second column only 1. That means here 1 means odd. So parity 1. Next, third row, sorry, third column here 2 ones. 2 ones means 2 means even. That is 0. Similarly, we calculate parity bit for each column. Okay. Now the data to be sent is here. First row, that is 100110010 along with parity. Okay. Next, second row 111000100. Okay. Next, third row 00100100. Okay. Next, fourth row, that is fourth frame, 1 4 zeros 1000. Okay. Next, last frame here we add one extra frame. Okay. Here 110110110. Okay. Here The last frame is here column parity. Okay, here column parity is 110, 110, 110. Okay, this is the data to be sent along with parity bits. Okay, so in two-dimensional parity check, we calculate the parity bits for each row and each column. Okay. On the receiver side, it checks the parity bits calculated. That is here last bit 0. Okay, here row parity. Next last bit 0. That is here this row parity. Next last bit 0. This row parity. Here last bit 0. This row parity. And here last one is the, so here column parity along with here last row parity. Okay. So this is about two-dimensional parity check. Next, third error detection technique is checksum. Third error detection technique is here checksum. So in checksum error detection scheme, the data is divided into k segments each of m bits. In checksum error detection scheme, the data is divided into k segments each of m bits. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 segments. The data is divided into 4 segments. So here the data is divided into k segments. The k value is 4, each of m bits. So here each segment consists of 8 bits. So m equal to 8. So in checksum error detection technique, the first step is the data is divided into 4 segments, k segments. Okay, here k. So in this problem, the k value 4. That means in this problem, the original data is divided into 4 segments. So k equal to 4. Each segment is of m bits. So here in the data, each segment is of 8 bits. Okay. So m equal to 8. So k equal to 4. That is 4 segments. M equal to 8 means each segment is of 8 bits. Next, sender. So in the sender's end, the segments are added using 1's complement arithmetic to get the sum. So in the sender's end, the segments are added, okay, and the sum is complemented to get the checksum. See here, we add the each segment, okay. That means 1001101 plus 1110010 plus 00100100 plus 140 okay. So the last sum is complemented to get the checksum. So your checksum is the 1's complement of sum. Your checksum is the 1's complement of sum of segments of original data. Okay. So first we calculate the sum of segments. That is here 1001101 plus 1110010. Okay. So here first these two segments are added. See here 101 011 000 101 101 011 011 and 110 with carry 1. That carry is added again here. Okay. So 110 with carry 1 here 1. 110 with carry 1 here 101 here 1. Okay. Next 11110. Okay. So here 0 5 ones 00 is the sum of first two segments. Then this one is added to third segment, that is 00100100. Now 000 110 with carry 1 here 110 with carry 1 000 again 110 with carry 1 000 again 110 okay 011 next 10 okay here 110 with carry 1 okay here 101 next. After adding 1 plus 2 plus 3 segments, the result is here 101 5 zeros. And next, this segment is added to fourth segment, that is 1 4 zeros 100 000 000 000 011 000 000 101 000 110 with carry 1. That one is added again here 011 000 110 with carry 1 101 okay. Next 110 with carry 1. Similarly, after adding this one here, 1 is added 011 000 1 0 0 1 0 0. Okay, so this is the sum of 4 segments, that is 001 001 01. Okay, here first we add the 4 segments of original data, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So after getting the sum, that sum is complemented. Okay, here the checksum is 1's complement of sum. That is 1 complement 0, 0 complement 1, 1 0, 0 1, 0 1, 1 0, 0 1, 0 1. So this one is the checksum. Okay. So here the checksum segment, that is here 110, 110, 10. So this one is sent along with this original data. Okay, the sender sends the original data along with the checksum. The sender sends the original data along with the checksum. So this one is the checksum. So your checksum is the 1's complement of sum of all segments. Okay. So at the receiver side, once again add the data, this data. Okay. At the receiver side, once again adds this data. So here. Okay. So at the receiver's end, once again these 4 segments are added. So after added, here sum is here 001, 001, 01. Okay. So at the receiver side, sum and checksum are also added. At the receiver side, sum of 4 segments plus checksum. See, here sum of 4 segments is here 001, 001, 01, and checksum is here 110, 110, 10. So this one is also added. So and the total sum is here all ones. Okay, that means at the receiver side, once again we add the 4 segments, and in extra we add the checksum. Okay, and the sum of 4 segments and checksum is here all ones, and next we calculate the complement of that sum. Okay, and next we take the complement of that sum. So after performing complement operation, so if it is 0, okay, if the result is 0, the received data is accepted. Okay, after performing complement of sum of all segments and checksum, when the result is 0, accept the data. Okay, the receiver accept the data. Okay, if the result is not 0, the receiver denies the data. Okay, the receiver rejects the data. So this is about checksum. So once again I repeat the process here. So checksum, first we take the original data, and at the sender side the segments of original data are added. Okay, and next we take the checksum of that sum. Here checksum is 1's complement of sum. So sender sends these 4 segments plus checksum to the receiver. At the receiver side, once again these segments are added, and also we add checksum to the 4 segments. So after getting the sum of 4 segments plus checksum, that is complemented, 1's complement. Okay, we take the 1's complement of the total sum. If the result of 1's complement is 0, then the receiver accepts the data, otherwise rejects the data. So this is about checksum. Next, last error detection technique is cyclic redundancy check. So this one is the most important error detection technique in data link layer, that is cyclic redundancy check. Now we discuss this one. See here, checksum is based on addition, whereas CRC is based on division. Checksum is based on addition. Here CRC, cyclic redundancy check, is based on division. So in checksum we perform addition operation. In CRC we perform division operation. So in CRC, a sequence of redundant bits called cyclic redundancy check bits are appended to end of the data unit, so that the resulting data unit becomes exactly divisible by second predetermined binary number. At the destination side, the incoming data is divided by same number. Okay, so if the remainder is 0, then the data unit assumed to be corrected. Okay, if the remainder is 0, then the data unit is correct. Okay, otherwise incorrect. That is, if the remainder is 0, the receiver accepts the data. If the remainder is non-zero, the receiver rejects the data. Okay. See here, sender, data and additional 0 bits are added. Okay, some bits are added here. Okay, and we perform divisor operation. Okay, then that remainder is here CRC. That remainder is added to the data. Okay, see here at the sender side, here 0 bits are added to the data. Okay, and we perform division operation. Okay, we perform division operation, and the remainder is here CRC. That CRC, the remainder is added to data in place of these zeros. At the receiver side, here the data plus CRC. Okay, that means the data along with the this remainder. Okay, once again we perform division operation at receiver side. Okay, then the remainder is 0. Okay, if the remainder is 0, accept the data, otherwise reject the data. So let us discuss example. See here, this one is the original message. What is the original message here? 101, 4 zeros. Okay, this one is the original message, 101, 4 zeros. And in problem, they also give the one polynomial. Okay, that is here, the given polynomial is x cube plus 1. The original message given in the problem is 101, 4 zeros. This one is the data. And the polynomial is here x cube plus 1. So here 1 into x cube plus 0 into x square plus 0 into x plus 1 into x power 0. Okay, here x cube plus 1 is also written as 1 into x cube plus 0 into x square plus 0 into x plus 1 into x power 0. That is x cube plus 1 is also written as this one. Okay, that is there is no x square term and there is no x term. Okay, so we place zeros in the place of x square and x. So x cube plus 1 is also written as 1001. So here 4 bit. Okay, so here generator polynomial is in the degree of here. Total there are 4 bits. In the degree of 3 means there are 4 bits. Then a generator polynomial is here x cube plus 1. So this x cube plus 1 is also written as 1 into x cube plus 0 into x square plus 0 into x plus 1 into x power 0. So 1001. So this one is the CRC generator. Okay. So if CRC generator is of n bits, then append n minus 1 zeros in the end of original message. So here CRC generator consists of 4 bits. So we add 3 bits to the original message. Okay. So if CRC generator is of 5 bits, we add 4 bits to the original message. See here, the sender sends the original message like here 101, 4 zeros. Okay, next these 3 zeros are added. Why? Because there are 4 bit CRC generator is 4 bit. So we append n minus 1 zeros in the end of original message. So now the original message is 101. Here 4 zeros and these 3 zeros are added. Why? Because here the CRC generator is of 4 bit. Okay, and next we perform division operation here 1001 with here 101, 4 zeros, 000. Okay, we perform division operation. Here the divisor is here 1001. Okay, and here 101, 4 zeros, 000. Okay, and we perform division operation between 1001 and here 101, 4 zeros and 000. Okay, now the remainder is here 011. Now the remainder is here 011. After performing division operation, the remainder is here 011. So here the remainder is added in the place of those 3 zeros. Okay, here the remainder is added to the message in place of those 3 zeros. Okay, now the new message is 101, 5 zeros, 11. Okay, see here. First we add the bits n minus 1 bits to the data. Okay, and next we perform divisor operation. Okay, division operation. Here the divisor is here this data. Here CRC generator. The divisor is here CRC generator. Okay, and dividend here message, original message along with added zeros. Okay, next we perform division operation. So after completing division operation, the remainder is added to the message in place of those zeros. And the new message is here 101 50 Okay. At the receiver end, so the here right hand side, at the receiver end, once again we perform the division operation here. The received data is here 101 50 Okay. See, at the receiver side, we take the remainder in place of these three zeros here 011. The remainder is here 011. Okay, 011. Once again, we perform the division operation. Okay, after completion of division operation, the remainder must be 0. Okay, after completion of division operation, the remainder must be 0. Okay, if the remainder is 0, then the data is accepted. Otherwise, the data is rejected. So this one is a cyclic redundancy check. So your cyclic redundancy check is the most important error detection technique. See, this one is another problem. So the problem is here a bit stream 110101111 is transmitted during using the standard CRC method. Okay, the generator polynomial is here x power 4 plus x plus 1. What is the actual bit string transmitted? Okay, what is the actual bit string transmitted by the sender? That is, we have to find this one message to be transmitted. Okay, a bit stream 110101111 is transmitted using the standard CRC method. The generator polynomial is here x power 4 plus x plus 1. What is the actual bit string transmitted? So the solution here, the generator polynomial g of x equal to x power 4 plus x plus 1 is encoded as, see here, x power 4 plus x plus 1 is written as 1 into x power 4 plus 0 into x cube plus 0 into x square plus 1 into x plus 1 into x power 0. So there are no x cube plus x square terms. There are no x cube and x square terms. So we place 0 in place of x cube and x square. So x power 4 plus x plus 1 is also written as 10011. Okay. So this generator polynomial consists of 5 bits here 10011. Okay. So 5 bits means how many zeros are added? 4 zeros are added. Okay. If generator polynomial consists of n bits, so n minus 1 zeros are added to the message. Okay. If the generator polynomial consists of n bits, then this n minus 1 zeros added to the bit stream. Okay. See here. Previous example here. See here cyclic redundancy check. So here n bits are added means n plus 1 bits are divisors. That means 4 bits are added means 5 bits are divisor. Okay. Here n bits are added means n plus 1 bits. Suppose 4 bits are added. That is 4 zeros are added means the divisor consists of 4 plus 1. That is 5 bits. Okay. If n minus 1 bits are added, that is also same. N minus 1 bits, n bits are the divisor. That means n minus 1 bits are added. See here, 5 bits are, there are 5 bits in the generator polynomial. So 4 bits are added. Okay, 4 zeros are added to the bit stream. So this bit stream 110101111 and in extra there are 4 zeros. Okay, the resulting bit stream is this one. Okay, now we perform division operation here. The dividend is here 11010 110 next 114 zeros. Okay, this one is the dividend and the divisor is here generator polynomial is 10011 here 10011. Okay, this one is the quotient. So after performing division operation, the remainder is here 1110. The remainder is here 1110. So this 1110 is added in place of these 4 zeros. Okay, that is a here 1110. That is CRC. That is the remainder is here 1110. So this 1110 is added in place of these last 4 zeros. Okay. Now the data to be transmitted is, the bit stream is to be transmitted is 11010 110 41. Sorry, 2 ones Yeah, 1110 is added to data. Okay, this one is the data to be transmitted. So this is about the CRC. So this cyclic redundancy is error detection technique. Okay. So first at the sender side, we take the original data. Okay, this original data consists of m bits and we add n zeros. Okay, if there are n plus 1 bits in the divisor, that means here divisor is the generator polynomial. If the generator polynomial consists of n plus 1 bits, we add n zeros. That means if the generator polynomial consists of n bits, so we add n minus 1 zeros. Okay, so here n plus 1 minus 1, that is n. So here the divisor consists of n bits means we add n minus 1 zeros. Okay, divisor consists of n plus 1 bits, we add n zeros. If the divisor consists of n plus 1 bits, we add n zeros. So we add zeros, okay, of count 1 less than this divisor. And next, after performing divisor operation, the remainder is here CRC. After performing division operation, the remainder is here CRC. That means that remainder, the CRC is added to the data. That is the data to be transmitted by the sender. Next, at the receiver side, the data along with CRC. So here the CRC is the remainder added to the data. Okay. So data CRC. So once again, we perform division operation. So then the remainder is 0 means the data is accepted. Otherwise, the data is rejected. So this is about the cyclic redundancy check. So in next class, we discuss error correction technique, that is Hamming code. Okay. So in this class, we discussed error detection techniques, that is how to detect the error. Okay. So there are 4 error detection techniques: simple parity check, second one 2-dimensional parity check, third one checksum, and fourth one cyclic redundancy check. In next class, we discuss error correction technique, that is Hamming code.